This is a brief presentation of Wavesway radio system. Our system is very different from the P25, DMR, and TETRA standards. Today these standards are well known and widely used around the world. It's believed that if you need to organize a communication system in any facility, only professional, high-power radios of these standards can provide adequate coverage. However, if the facility has a large area, a repeater must be used in such a facility. But even one repeater may not be enough if the facility has complicated underground communications, such as tunnels or mines. Here, a digital trunking system must be used, which allows the installation of many repeaters that are interconnected to cover large areas and inaccessible locations. It works fine, but in a mine, for example, it would be too expensive to install a DMR repeater at every corner. So, when we were developing our system, we chose a different approach. Our system is based on MANET's principles and allows the creation of self-organizing wireless networks with a dynamic topology. What is MANET? MANET stands for Mobile Ad Hoc Network. It is a type of wireless network in which devices, also called nodes, can connect and communicate with each other without any network infrastructure. Each device acts as a host and a router, and a repeater at the same time. So, each of our devices always acts as a repeater. They all can receive and forward data to other devices. Data traverses the network by hopping from node to node until reaching its destination. This network is independent because it does not rely on any pre-existing infrastructure. For example, if we compare our networks with DMR, TETRA or P25 networks, we can see that these networks rely heavily on a fixed infrastructure. Typically, such networks have one or a few nodes designated as the master nodes to maintain the entire network. The master node in this network is a single point of failure. What happens to the network if the master node ceases to work? It fails. Our networks do not require a master node because data is distributed across the network and chooses its own route. For data transfer, each node only needs to be within the communication range of at least one other node. This feature makes our networks much more stable. Other important features of our networks are their easy scalability and dynamic topology. The topology changes frequently due to the mobility of nodes. Devices may join or leave the network, and the network can reconfigure itself erratically and in real time, depending on where and when other nodes join or leave the network. Therefore, the range of the network extends each time a new node joins the network. Without fixed infrastructure, nodes can move the network simply by moving themselves. By eliminating the need for fixed infrastructure, our networks can be rapidly deployed and have lower management costs. For example, we need to establish communication between two points that have no radio visibility. This is a very difficult task for most radio systems. However, we only need to place a few our devices at key points along the route to establish reliable communication. So, our system can easily be adapted to many different tasks, and we can provide radio coverage in challenging environments, including complex sites, difficult terrain, buildings with multiple reinforced concrete floors, underground floors, basements, parking lots, and mines. It should also be noted that our equipment can be installed very quickly. Depending on the complexity of the facility, installation takes from several hours to several days. Now, a few words about our frequency band. When we were developing our system, we chose the ISM frequency band. This is the band on which the Internet of Things operates. In Europe, it's 870 MHz, and in the Americas, it's 915 MHz. We chose it because it permits the use of our devices without a license in most countries worldwide. This feature makes our system more economical for users. They don't need to pay for licenses and can use our radios right out of the box. Another advantage of this frequency band is that it allows for a bandwidth of up to 500 kHz. This bandwidth enables the formation of mobile ad hoc networks with up to 128 logical channels operating on the same frequency. 4 of these channels can operate simultaneously, and the system can broadcast telemetry in addition to voice messages. By deploying our system, customers receive a communication system and a telemetry mode that is comparable to the LoRaWAN system. Furthermore, using this frequency band has a few more advantages. Lower interference levels than the VHF and UHF bands. Good penetration and reflection in reinforced concrete and brick buildings. ability to use compact, high-gain directional antennas, ability to establish long-range radio communications using low output power. Now let's take a look at our devices. The system consists of several different devices. There are fixed, mobile, and portable radios. They all have the same characteristics. Since all our devices have the same output power, communication range is ensured by antenna's efficiency. The range in point-to-point mode is up to 3 km for portable stations, 10 km and more for omnidirectional repeaters, and up to 50 km for directional repeaters. All devices can be configured remotely using the PPR program. This PC application provides a full range of options for setting up all devices via the radio channel. There is no need to connect the devices to a PC for programming.
Another PC application is Monitoring and Control System. This application provides a full range of options for managing a network via the radio channel. Using the Monitoring and Control System, it is possible to effectively place repeaters and analyze the signal level between them. If a radio is equipped with a GPS module, you can view its track on a map.
The MU7 is a portable, small, lightweight, 16-channel smart radio for mobile ad hoc networks. It looks like an ordinary portable radio but always works as a repeater. It can operate for 12 hours on a single charge for standard missions, and changing the battery takes just seconds. Another device, the MU3, can be used as a fixed repeater with different types of antennas, including directional ones, or as a fixed, portable, or vehicle radio when a remote speaker microphone is connected. It has a built-in high-capacity battery and can run for up to 7 days without recharging. It can also be powered by an external power supply. This device can be easily modified into different versions of repeaters, such as a repeater for heavy-duty applications, the so-called mine repeater, and a repeater for autonomous operation with a very high-capacity battery and solar panel. The MS-to-network gateway is designed to connect local networks to global networks. It carries network traffic over the Internet, enabling the integration of geographically dispersed radio zones into a single communications system. Here are a few examples of how our networks are organized. First, let's look at how our portable radios work in point-to-point mode. In line of sight, the communication range between our portable radios is about 3 km. This is slightly shorter than that of high-power DMR radios. However, since our radios operate in repeater mode, the network coverage area can be very large. The next situation arises when setting up a field camp. In this case, an MU3 device with a large, omnidirectional antenna can be installed on a high pole inside the camp. This device provides communication with portable radios within a 5 km range. MU3 devices installed in vehicles can serve as base stations for mobile groups. The range of these devices depends on the type of antennas. The next step is to establish communication between a mobile team in a vehicle and the base. This requires a network consisting of one MU3 base repeater on a high-rise building and a team that is deployed by vehicle, which has an MU3 installed. The team that arrived by vehicle will be able to communicate with the base from the vicinity of their vehicle. A more complex task is to provide citywide coverage using a few MU3 with omnidirectional antennas installed on buildings. These devices can communicate with each other over distances of up to 10 km. Subscribers with portable radios will be able to communicate with each other within this coverage area. If the buildings are far apart, we can use directional antennas. These antennas can communicate with each other over distances of up to 50 km. When groups of subscribers are located very far apart, such as in different cities or countries, we can connect them to a single network using a MS-to-network gateway. This device carries network traffic over the Internet, enabling the integration of geographically dispersed radio zones into a single communications system. This is a brief overview of our radio system. As you can see, it can solve any problem you can imagine with minimal investment of money, time, and effort.